You've got to keep following him.
Again, he backs away this time. He's got a pass out here. He was always going to get a pass out here as soon as it left the bat. And that's an important four.
We mentioned he's going to give himself some room. Jamaicans in the crowd are absolutely loving it. There he goes. Clears that front leg. And that was a low full toss. Munter here try to put on the fast burners. Fortunately, couldn't get there.
Fine leg.
Down the ground this time, inside Tahir. Correction, David Beeson this time it was, but he wasn't going to stop that either.
I think Kyle Abbott's trying to get the Yorkers in there, but he's just missing his length. Low full tosses, and both times Gayle has been able to make decent enough contact. Not anything like the contact we saw from him.
Looking to tee off straight away. Another full toss, and he is teeing off. That's another boundary. That is the third four in a row from Chris Gayle.
He's holding his position quite nicely after he steps away. Not trying to overhit it, Chris Gayle. He very rarely does that anyway. Showing the bowler all his stumps and inviting the full pitch delivery. And beating him to the punch. Nicely done.
It's got to be the bounce of the next delivery, I think.
That's hammered. That's flat. That's one bounce. And it nearly took out our cameraman.
I think Sean Pollock made the right call because you can't be that predictable to have bowled 4 full pitch deliveries in a row.
Look out. In Cape Town, Chris Gayle's first balls went for 52. Leg side this time. That's gone. Into the crowd for a maximum. What an exhibition this has been in this over from Chris Gayle. 22 runs from it, 44 for 1.
Unfortunately, this was really the only option for Kyle Abbott. After bowling those full deliveries, trying to back himself with the Yorker, not getting any of them right, he had to turn to the short delivery, and I think Chris Gayle saw it from about 3 meters out before Abbott had even delivered the ball. He knew it was coming, and he's onto it in a flash.
Clubbed that night. He's got that away. Couple of bounces and over the advertising triangle.
Good connection. 6 of the last ball of the previous over by Samuels. The Yorker now to start this one, and then a good pull shot from Gayle. This start for the West Indies is very good.
Yeah, it's one of the things about when you're bowling against these batsmen from the West Indies, the power hitters they are. A couple of good balls can be strung together, but suddenly that. Short arm jab this time, and one bounce only. Terrific stuff from Gayle. 32 runs now for 11 balls.
The option for DeLange was again to go to the full delivery, swinging it in, but this time Gayle gets that left foot out the way, and you can see his weight back in the crease, which allows him to get under the delivery, and he executes it superbly. Didn't miss his area by much, did a little bit wider to sort of wide mid-wicket. About there. But that wouldn't help anyway, that's still onto the bank, and you need to get that bouncer higher.
Yeah, you did have him about 15 metres back. Sean, gee, that's a terrific connection again from Gayle. Margin for error is so small when you bowl to this bloke. 50 stand now, 51 off 21 deliveries. Worries for Alan Donald.
Well, he's dominating this plan, and you can understand why they want DeLange to bowl short at him. It's not high enough, and Gayle comfortably dispatching this.
Way, so he gives him the option.
Catches the call, nobody's there, they'll go for 4. Just picks his spot and puts it there. Gayle.
He's going to eye that leg side the whole time, Chris Gayle against Aaron Pangiso. 4 fielders now protecting that leg side boundary. So on the offside, 4 fielders inside that 30-metre circle.
A little bit wider to sort of wide mid-wicket. About there. But that wouldn't help anyway. That's still onto the bank, and you need to get that bouncer higher.
Yeah, you did have him about 15 metres back. Sean, gee, that's a terrific connection again from Gayle. Margin for error is so small when you bowl to this bloke. 50 stand now, 51 off 21 deliveries. Worries for Alan Donald.
Well, he's dominating this plan, and you can understand why they want Delanga to bowl short at him. It's not high enough, and Gayle comfortably dispatching this.
There's a mid-wicket in the deep and a long on quite wide. None of them will feel that, and it'll go out the ground. 6 more.
Well, if you're going to bowl it quicker, you've still got to pitch it up. You can't drop it halfway down. Chris Gayle into position very quickly.
Bowled at 93 kilometres per hour, and as Kepler mentioned, dragged down. And we've seen how severe he's been on any delivery that's been loose. He's not going to miss out on that one.
He's not trying to hit it for 4 either. That's gone straight. It's gone too quickly for David Miller, who is fast.
Wow, that is absolutely brilliant batting. Previous delivery was short, he put that away over the rope. This one was fuller. Pangiso going for the Yorker, missed it by a fraction, and that's excellent timing.
Pure power from Gayle, 94 kilometres per hour out of the hand, and probably went back at about...
Bang! That's 6, all right. Chris Gayle putting on an exhibition again.
What more can you say? It just is pure brilliance when it comes to hitting anything in the slot, and you've actually got no chance. Clears that front leg in the slot for the slog sweep, and that's a bit of a crowd killer. It's coming in like a tracer.
Have controlled it well. Oh, just watch it go. For a second there, you thought he hasn't quite got a hold of that. But think again, because it's gone many rows back. 6 more to Gayle.
Well, no toning it down at the moment. And what a shot, what an adjustment by Chris Gayle. Set himself beautifully for the stroke.
And remember, the 11th of January 2015, we've seen 3 of the biggest sixes you will ever see on any cricket stadium.
To Chris Gayle.
Full toss. Down the ground for 6. Brilliant stuff from Chris Gayle. That makes it 17 off this over number 11, 147 for 1.
Some faces of South African supporters looking a bit glum. Everything that has been served up to Gayle, every plan has been destroyed. From Delanga to Pangiso to David Visa to Antong, so far everything that they've tried to do, Gayle has been better.
Sliced away through the covers for 4. Wow, that is an extraordinary shot.
Exceptional. How do you contain Chris Gayle? Just about impossible when he's playing like this. His placement, his timing and his shot selection, absolutely superb.
His faces in the crowd are terrific to see. They're just stunned. They can't believe they're seeing this.
Just allow the ball to drop onto the bat. Open the face.
He's gone. He's picked him up. The slow ball's got him in the end. David Visa is ecstatic about that. But just listen to this applause. South African supporters, yes, they're very happy, but wow, they've witnessed something very, very special for Chris Gayle today for 90.
Yeah, an excellent knock. He saw that there was a short third man. Pace taken off the ball, and he tried to go past the short third man. He's been so powerful down the ground, but very good bowling, clever bowling. But what a knock, a special knock by Christopher Henry Gayle here at the Wanderers again.
Second excellent knock by Chris Gayle in a row. He played beautifully in Cape Town during the first T20 International. He repeated that form again today as Bud